Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 1 of What If the Rescue Bots Rescue Force Sigma 17 was placed on Team Prime. So, without further ado, let's get right to it.
So we start off in deep space where we see a ship and a message comes through. I have a message for all Autobots throughout the galaxy. Join me at these coordinates so that we may plan our resistance. Safe journeys. The ship's autopilot turns on and heads towards planet Earth and crash lands in the military base. Immediately, alarms start ringing, and Agent Fowler realizes that this is not Earth origin, so he calls in Team Prime. That is when 4 bots step out. What is this place? Earth, and I am Optimus Prime. Rescue Force Sigma 17 reporting for duty. RC, Bulkhead, and Bumblebee then look at each other. He then tells the rescue bots to follow him into a hangar. A few minutes later, Heatwave, Chase, Blades, Boulder. I have chosen your new mission. Nice. We are happy to join the battle, sir. So when do we roll out? Not yet. You have no experience fighting Decepticons. You will be taken to my base, where my team and I will train you all to become warriors. Once you have learned, you will be placed on the front lines with me against the Decepticons. But before we go, you must each scan an Earth-based vehicle mode. I will allow you all to take the forms of this world's emergency response vehicles. The rescue bots then scan the same vehicles that they did in canon. Heatwave, Chase, Blades, Boulder are then brought in to the Autobot base. And this is where the rescue bots meet Jack, Miko, and Raph. I can imagine Boulder and Raph getting along. Maybe Miko gets Blades because Blades is a helicopter. Maybe she likes, the craziness of those type of vehicles. So yeah. And Chase and Heatwave meet Jack, with Chase being the one more willing to speak to Jack. And Heatwave is less interested in humans like how he was in canon when he first arrived on Earth. So the Autobots begin to catch up the rescue bots on everything that has happened on Earth thus far in the war. Everything, to the loss of Cliffjumper, to Wheeljack. Everything. Heck, even Agent Fowler arrives to properly meet the new recruits. And he sets up some ground rules that the Autobots have too. Don't go out and cause ruckus on the roads and stuff. Keep a low profile. The rescue bots agree with this, with Chase being the one to say, I actually like this human with his enforcement of the law. With Heatwave being like, yeah, I'm not a fan. So Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and RC take the rescue bots to the training room to teach them some pointers in fighting, sparring and everything. So I'm going to tell you guys who among these 4 is the best fighter to the least best fighter. So Heatwave is number 1. Chase is number 2. Blades is number 3, but he's a bit timid and scared, like he was in the show. And Boulder's number 4 because he's more interested in, building, architecture and all that. But he will get his hands dirty if he needs to. Bumblebee, Bulkhead, and RC are called by Optimus and Ratchet to the command center. Ratchet then tells the gang, I have detected an ancient Autobot frequency, but the Decepticons must be on the move. Autobots, prepare to roll out. Heatwave then says, Optimus, allow us to join you. Negative, Heatwave. You are not yet ready to face the Decepticons. But Optimus, you will require our backup. I do not wish for the Decepticons to know of your existence till the time is right, so that we might strike. Please bear with me. Optimus and the Autobots then leave, leaving the rescue bots at the Autobot base. Boulder looks at the ground bridge. What a fascinating feat of technology. Heatwave, Chase, and Blades decide to check out the rest of the base. Soon enough, the Autobots return from their mission, where Bumblebee is explaining the story
to everyone, including the rescue bots, on how he grabbed the spark extractor from Megatron. Heatwave is really enjoying the story, hoping that he could get out in the feud very soon. Bulkhead and Bumblebee are then sent out on a patrol, where Bumblebee soon returns with no T-Cog. The Autobots then come to the conclusion that Mech took his T-Cog. The rescue bots look at each other, then look at Optimus and the Autobots. Who's Mech? RC and Bulkhead then explain the story. Wait, humans did this? They're just humans, right? Heatwave, you must not underestimate Mech. So that part goes the same, where Bulkhead takes Bumblebee out on a mission, but before they go, the rescue bots do say, take us with you, but Bulkhead even says that, no, you're not ready yet, stay here. And then back at base, Optimus and Ratchet are talking about Bumblebee's missing T-Cog, and Ratchet offers to donate his T-Cog. Fun fact, guys, Boulder actually is the one chosen to do the T-Cog transplant. He doesn't know fighting, but he knows a lot about science and everything, so he's probably the right man for the job here. They're about to start the transplant, but that is when they pick up another Iacon locator beacon. Optimus tells the Autobots to roll out, and he tells the rescue bots to remain here and continue the transplant. Optimus, Bulkhead, and RC head to the relic. Agent Fowler then comes onto the Autobot computer and tells them that he has found a location of Mech. The rescue bots then look at each other and then look at Agent Fowler. Feel free to send the coordinates, Agent Fowler, Chase says. So the rescue bots then look at Bumblebee and Ratchet, and they come up with a conclusion that they must go to Mech and retrieve Bumblebee's T-Cog. Because, as Chase said, wherever there's an emergency, there are rescue bots ready to serve, save, and protect. Bumblebee needs his T-Cog, and like he said, he did not wish for Ratchet to take his T-Cog. So the rescue bots go to Mech HQ. Before they do, they deactivate stasis on Ratchet and Bee. So the rescue bots arrive at Mech HQ. Silas and Starscream are like, what the heck? Who are you? Especially Starscream, he's never seen these Autobots before. Just like in canon, Mech opens fire, but Silas orders a retreat. Now Starscream is left to fight the rescue bots on his own. So here's how it goes. Chase rushes at Starscream, with Starscream flying up, Chase below him, then Starscream kicks him down, with Boulder running in and Starscream using Boulder's own momentum against him, making Boulder fall on the ground. That is when Heatwave and Blades try a combo move, with Heatwave running at Starscream, punching him, and Blades transforming to his helicopter mode, and then landing on him, kicking him down. That is when Chase gets up and tases Starscream, because since he's a cop, I think he's equipped with that. And that's when Boulder rips out the T-Cog from that protoform that Mech was making, like how Bumblebee did in canon. That is when we see Optimus, RC, and Bulkhead ground bridge in. Starscream notices this coming out of the feeling that you get after you're tased, and he transforms and flies away. Heatwave then grabs the T-Cog and gives it to Prime. Mission succeeded, Optimus. Optimus is just quiet. Back at the Autobot base, that whole part goes the same, where Bumblebee gets his T-Cog back and drives off with Raph. The rescue bots then look at each other. Then Chase says to Optimus, Optimus, we are sorry for disobeying your orders. We just did what we felt was right. We await any punishment that you see fit. Chase, you and your team do not deserve anything like that. For I could tell you and your team showed great bravery in facing Starscream and Mech. The rescue bots then look at each other and then look at Optimus. Heatwave says, wait, does this mean? Yes. Heatwave, Chase, Blades, Boulder. I wish to welcome you all to Team Prime. The rescue bots then stand proud to be part of the Autobot cause. And that's where I'm going to leave this off here, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed part 1, and I'll see you guys in part 2.